Hello, class 11th. Let's read Albert Einstein at School, written by the famous biographer Patrick Bringley. In this biographical sketch, he just shares the unhappy period of schooling of the great scientist Albert Einstein. He was quite uncomfortable when he was studying in Munich for his school diploma. His original ideas, his inquisitive nature made him quite a misfit at school, and Patrick Bringley just shares this period of his life at Munich. So, many things can be said about Einstein. Right from the beginning, we got to know that he started speaking late, but then he had a mechanical mind. Then, of course, we get to know that his ideas were really original. He had his own theories about education, and it was not that easy for such a person to adjust anywhere and to accept the system. So, many things are associated with his childhood and his formative years when he was quite young. But so it's necessary to know his views about education or the other things like facts and imagination before we probe into this account. It's stated in the text and otherwise also that he believed that it's not facts that matter but ideas. So right from the beginning his focus was more on ideas, not facts. Then education is not the learning of facts but the training of the mind to think. He believed in critical thinking. He did not just believe in cramming up things or rote learning. He was deadly against the system of rote learning, and he wanted people to be trained to think. And he believed that imagination is more important than knowledge, because this imagination leads to creativity, newness, inventions. So these views are necessary in order to understand why he was quite unhappy at the school where he studied. As the text opens up, we just get to know a conversation in the history class. It was Mr. Brown who was teaching, and he fixed his attention on Einstein and asked him for the certain dates. When all of a sudden Einstein said that he did not believe in learning dates, they could be looked up in the books only. He was rather particular that instead of thinking about the reasons of the war, it would be necessary why the soldiers were fighting. So he of course could not satisfy the teacher. The teacher asked him to propound his own theory of education, which with great honesty he shared that I think it's not the facts that matter but ideas. So he had said it with unthinking honesty. He was asked to state his theory of education and he propounded, and so he displeased the teacher. So right at the beginning we get to know his original ideas. He was not in favor of facts, he was in favor of ideas, and he was interested in knowing why the soldiers were trying to kill each other. So again we get a glimpse of the mind which is against the killing, violence of any kind. His later life proved this. So even during the school days, he was against violence of any kind, and he wished that people must know what they are doing. We are all well versed with the Second World War. The way he had written a letter to President Roosevelt and shared the power of the atom bomb, and without his involvement, the government had prepared an atom bomb and blasted it on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And after that, this person was grieved. Einstein was in grief when he got to know this. So right at this place only we know that when he told the teacher that instead of learning dates, the children must know why the soldiers were killing each other. Violence can be stopped, and later after the Second World War, he became a champion of peace and non-violence. So this is something that we get to know at the beginning of the text. And then there are many instances wherein he must not have convinced the teachers, but he always was there to voice his views, which were not liked at that time in school. So he was against the school system in a way which did not encourage the child to express himself or to be original. So this is what we get to know about Einstein at the beginning. Later we just get to know that he hated violence of any kind, whether it was mentioned through the wars in books. Even when he returned to his own quarters where he was living, he did not like the slum violence wherein people were unfair and could beat their wife or children. So he was against violence of any kind, and so he really found himself a misfit at that particular place. His friend Yuri and cousin Elsa, they were the only two companions of his. He could only talk to them, otherwise he was all alone with his own philosophy of education. So we get to know when he was interacting with Elsa that he loved reading, and he was not confined to his own textbooks. A lot many things were not taught at the school, but he was always there with a book on science. He wanted to study geology, he was there to play violin, and he wanted to pursue his interest in music. So all these things we get to know through this brief account that the biographer has shared with us. And the main problem for him was now the school system, how to adjust. His friend Yuri and cousin Elsa, they were there to just make him realize that if he is in a certain school which focuses on rote learning, he must also indulge in a bit of rote learning. All that is needed is to cram up for exams and to get his diploma. But then this inquisitive mind of his could not permit such thing, and gradually all of a sudden he had an idea that if he stayed at this particular school for a long time, he would have a nervous breakdown. And an idea clicked him, and he asked Yuri, his friend, if he knew any doctor. The reason was that he was trying to get a reason to stay away from school for some time, otherwise it won't be fair. So he actually, with Yuri's help, contacted one Dr. Whale who understood his condition, because Yuri had already familiarized him with Einstein's views and his discomfort at the school. So with the help of Dr. Ernest Whale, he gets a medical certificate stating that he needed rest and that he must be given time to stay away from school for some days. Before that, of course, he talks to his mathematics teacher because he was good at mathematics, and he requested the mathematics teacher to give him a reference which would enable him to get admission in another school. So he just gets to know that Ernest Whale has understood him, and he had not to tell him anything. The doctor gave him a medical certificate. He was all set to meet the head teacher when all of a sudden he was called by the head teacher. And he was wondering why he had been called by the head teacher. It was always for punishment. This time the head teacher simply told him that he would have to leave the school on his own good, because he was a misfit at the school. The teachers could not teach in his presence because he had his own original ideas and he would clash with the teachers. So most of the teachers were against him. It was only the mathematics teacher who was in his favor and knew that he was brilliant at mathematics. But then the head teacher was all set to ask him to leave. So while he was waiting to give him the medical certificate, he could not, and he was feeling that the medical certificate was burning a hole in his pocket. He had come there to offer him that. Instead, the head teacher asked him to leave. So he knew what he wanted. So he just got up and moved away. While leaving the place Munich, he did not feel like talking to anyone. It was only Yuri who, of course, he met before leaving the school. So this account that we have of Albert Einstein at school simply shares Einstein's views and philosophy about education, his keen desire for application based learning and teaching the students what they like to. But then a school system is school system. He was against rote learning, but the system desperately followed it. So we have the new education policy in place now. And in order to know and judge Einstein or the system of education, a good reading of the new education policy can really help. Wherein again the focus is on application based learning, teaching the child skills, vocational education to be given priority, because one can be good at certain things if not necessarily academics only. So right from the beginning, if vocational education is given, it would be a great help. So we have the new education policy available. Read about the vocational education, the inclusive education, and the systematic reforms that have been suggested in order to learn about Einstein deeply. So we just get to know that Einstein at school was very fair, not, I won't say fair, but he was actually quite frank. He was outspoken, but then in no ways was he disrespectful. He was not disrespectful at all. He was there to voice his views. Even when the teacher asked him to share his philosophy, he quickly shared it. He did not know that the teacher was insulting him or trying to put him down, but very clearly he enunciated his own ideas, and he kept using the word sir. Then, of course, when he was at his living quarters, at the small room he had at the slum area, he did not like the slum violence that was there. Again, a reminder that he was against violence of any kind. And then, of course, we just get to know that he decided that he must leave that school because it did not allow him to grow. So this is again something that is linked with Einstein. He wanted a place wherein he could put forth his views, wherein he could learn the different liberal arts also. So in order to know Einstein and understand his unhappy days at school, we'll have to think and rethink about his philosophy. Do that. Thank you.